What's going on, everyone? My name is Brob and thank you all for watching yet another video of mine. Bitcoin has had a nice little pump, but what is up for the near future for Bitcoin? We have some nice bullish catalysts coming for Bitcoin, so let's dive straight into it, guys. As always, let's start off by looking at the daily chart for Bitcoin. We see we had this nice little pump since my video Wednesday, where I said we had to close above this key level right here. We did. We also managed to get up to this level at almost $64,000, and right now we are having a small little rejection from this level. But also, if we look at the bigger time scheme of things, we can actually see that right here we have a downward sloping resistance level. Let me draw it correctly like this. You can see right here we even have it like this. We had the resistance from these key levels. You can see we touched it right here a couple of times. We got rejected here. Are when we went down. We got rejected here as well, and right now we are actually retesting this. So this is very good for Bitcoin. Looking likely we are holding this as a support right now after being rejected from it one time, two time, and having a massive dump as a matter of fact of that. So this little thing I drew like almost 2 weeks ago now is still intact, and we still can shoot up towards 70k from this point. But yeah, that's it for looking at the charts. Also, one more thing, we had this nice little inverse head and shoulder pattern right here with the shoulder, the head, and another shoulder, and it also has a neckline at around 64k, like basically this level where we got rejected from. Once we break above this is basically a pattern that has been played out, and it usually indicates a bottoming pattern for Bitcoin. So that's something to look out for as well. Looks very bullish on the Bitcoin chart. So why do I think that we are gonna go see much higher prices? Well, look at this. We have a post from Marty Party which is saying that FTX, you know the drama about FTX, how they scammed a lot of people, but they in Q4, if we zoom in on this, in Q4 they are about to like distribute cash, so no Bitcoin currency or any other crypto. They are redistributing cash, 16 billion of cash in Q4. So that's already in 2 weeks, and like if we zoom back at the Bitcoin price right here, every time we touched these levels at here, we had some thought about Mt. Gox selling 10 billion worth of Bitcoin, or Germany selling 4 billion worth of Bitcoin, I believe it was. And they, like, every time that news came out, it led to a massive dump for Bitcoin because there was a lot of selling pressure on the market. But look at this. This is 16 billion in cash, and all these people that were invested in FTX, that lost money, that are now getting paid their money back, they are most likely already invested in crypto. So it's likely to assume that they might be investing some of this money back into crypto, just like we assume that people that got Bitcoin from Mt. Gox will sell them. And now this is like the inverse of that. So this is mega bullish for Bitcoin or crypto in general, because this is a huge load of money which is entering into the crypto space most likely. So this is something to keep your eyes out for, because this is already starting in 2 weeks time, so very big. I'm quite like shocked that nobody's talking about this, but once they start distributing, it's probably when we see people, when we hear more people talking about it. Also, we can see, if we look on my Twitter, I posted this little post 2 days ago. On Friday we had the Lux Algo. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but the Lux Algo had a flash of green, and the last time this happened we did actually not get up that much, like only 4% I think, before it got a sell signal. But the previous times before that we actually went up by like 60 and 40%, something like that, I'm pretty sure. So this, like, if we average those percentages, this could mean that we are gonna go up at about like 20 to 40%. And this is a key indicator. I know not many people use this. You also have to pay to use this one. I got one account that has it, but yeah, right now we can actually see that it is giving us a green signal. That's bullish as well. Also, if we check out some altcoins, this is some altcoin that I actually hold quite a bit of. Not too much. I think it's around like 3 to 4k worth right now. It's like a 5% of my portfolio. It's in Psy, or like 10%, I mean, it's in Psy. So I invested in Psy from 17 cents, so at around here. This is where I bought in for Psy, and then this massive rally to the upside happened. But if we zoom out and look at this chart, like this just looks like it wants to pump again, because like typically with altcoins, as I've been mentioning, before they explode to the upside, you have like a nice rounding bottom. We had it right here after the initial launch of Psy. You had a nice round bottom and then explosion to the upside. Right now it's looking like we are having a nice round bottom as well. And if we zoom in at the chart, we are currently forming, just like Bitcoin, a pretty nice inverse head and shoulder pattern, but this time we have already broken the neckline of the pattern and are currently retesting it. You can see if we zoom in that we are currently being supported from this level, which is huge. The only downside is though that we have quite a big resistance level at 39 cents. So yeah, once we break this level, I think it's going to be a matter of time before we break this. But once we break this, yeah, we could definitely immediately shoot up towards 47 cents, and from there on there's not much resistance here. This is just ranging, so most resistance is around 60 cents and then all the way at 80 cents, something like that. But I removed those lines to make it a bit more visual for you guys. But yeah, this is mega bullish to look out for Psy. So in my opinion, if you want to enter a trade, I should wait before closing above this level at 39 cents. Having like 2 daily closes above this, and then you can put it in a long to like 48 cents, take profit here, because we probably will get some rejection or some price action at this point, and then just see from there. That's what I would do if I was trading this level. Right now I'm just watching how we're closing. If this candle closed like this and we see another green candle tomorrow which breaks above this level, it closes above this level, I might actually jump into a trade right then. But that's for tomorrow. I'll post it on Twitter if it happens, and if I would put in a trade right there. Then lastly, on the last crypto we're looking at is of course Render. It's my biggest holding, as you guys know by now probably. It's making a nice W pattern. As I said in the last couple of videos, I think it's likely we can go up to $9 very quick once we break these key resistances at around $6 and $5.50. And yeah, also zooming out, looking at Render like this, it's a project that's here to stay, guys. It's like, in my opinion, it's still one of the best AI or like computer type projects there is. Yeah, I believe we could maybe hit a 40 to 50 billion market cap, which would put us at around $40 to $50 per Render, because it's like quite the same. Yeah, last time I didn't post videos because I wasn't into making YouTube videos, but I remember being at this point right here, because I'm already invested from like $1.40, $1.20. I could say I was quite early. I didn't get in on 40 cents, unfortunately, but once the hype started picking up, I scaled into this project. And I remember being at this point right here, a very boring time. You had this same kind of structure. Let me draw it for you guys. We had this downward sloping resistance, and you can see you had quite a lot of key points where it touches, and yeah, where it got rejected from this point. But once it broke out, that's basically when the rounded bottom happened. That's when we slowly climbed up and started making even higher highs, all the way to like $5 from $1.32. And if we zoom in to right here, I believe something similar is about to happen, because if we draw this line like this, oops, my bad, let me put it like this. If we draw this line like this as well, we can see that right here, wait, let me do it correctly. Right here we actually also had a lot of touching points to the upside. This is a key line that's been resistance. We broke above it, failed, got rejected here. If we look at this small little daily candle, this is a quite important one. Where was it? Right here. Once we broke below it, this is where we got rejected and got a downwards pull for render. And right now we can see that we broke above it. We had this initial pump to the upside, but yeah, we are rounding over. We can see right here we are rounding, and we are currently gonna go much higher. In my opinion, this looks very similar to right here. As I said, it's just a bit of more volatility because projects getting bigger, more volatility in the market on render. So yeah, there's something to look out for. I think we can definitely see something like this, where if we break this level, we can have this W and then up to $9 to $11, and from then we can adjust further. But in my opinion, render is gonna go to $40 anyway, so is it a good time to buy? We do have some resistance right here. Let me remove this real quick. We do have some resistance right here, we're just below it. So once we break above this is pretty strong indications for me to get in a trade. Because yeah, this is not too big of a resistance. This one is bigger. This is a bigger level. So if we break this, would be great, and we could propel to the upside right then. And lastly, we can see that Trump is still losing on the election polls, but yeah, as I said, this is in my opinion not accurate, and they are manipulating these percentages for you to think that Kamala Harris is gonna win. In my opinion, she has probably no chance at winning. But yeah, once we see Trump gaining more votes, gaining more percentage, it usually means that Bitcoin is gonna react to that in a positive way. So we can already see that Bitcoin is having a bump from this level. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and be sure to leave a follow, subscribe, and follow my Twitter to stay updated with trades I'm doing. I'm trying to post trades on there, but I'm not really a big trader. I usually do small trades, but once I see a good opportunity, as I mentioned on Sai earlier in this video, I will let you guys know once I jump in. So for now, guys, peace out, and I see you guys Wednesday.